Hey, it's the Narrative Nerd. So I thought I would do an update video, and for some reason I thought I'd do this while I was horribly ill and can't really speak. My children are sleeping next door and my friend is downstairs playing a game and will probably come up to investigate all of this noise. Here I am anyway, so yeah, whatever. Actually, the reason I really wanted to do this update was because of this guy. Look, you got a body, you guys. Please excuse me. Yeah, Luca got a body. So this might have been the Dolmore Theo that I opened earlier today. And although I still love that sculpt, I accidentally did a thing. I was like, well, I really like this guy. Here he is. Really like him, but he's not really Caleb. I was fooling myself to think otherwise. This guy is Caleb. So I was like, oh, the body is perfect. And the neck doesn't look too bad. So I thought I'd try something. And then I stuck this guy's head on this guy's body. And the hybrid is not perfect because it wasn't planned. But I could not get over it. I love how the neck fits him. I know the resin match is not perfect, but oh my god, he has so much sass on this body. And it's pretty much the perfect build. Yeah, so that happened. So yeah, I mean, wow, look, I've got a body for one of my floating heads, and now Caleb is like an actual person as opposed to just a guy that happens to be sitting on my shelf looking for a head. But now I have this guy, and it's just like the Dolmore site said, he is analog boy. You know, he's cute, and I did wonder actually if he might be a bit of a feminine sculpt. So I tried him on my Muscat girl body, but he looked really odd. So I don't know. I don't know who he is. He's not speaking to me yet. It might help if I change his eyes out. I'm not sure. Speaking of eyes, this guy who is shouting so much that he is Caleb and he loves this body and everything is shiny beans, he has these red eyes in that he came with. I like this like the shape and stuff, and I know they're like small people ones, whatever, and I've run out of money to get anything else, so yeah, he's gonna be like this for a while. But he actually has an outfit, like complete with shoes and everything, so he's doing better than most. Although speaking of outfit, I'll have to put him down somewhere now, and this body at the moment doesn't like to sit. I think it needs restringing. He's pretty loose. He is looking at me as if to say, like, don't touch my body, or I will literally punk slap you in the face. Punk slapping is now a thing, guys. So yeah, Caleb. He needs character video. And he's got like huge gapping on his neck and stuff, but you can't really see unless you're looking for it. But my Dolmore Theo, he was a full set, so I actually got an awful lot in that box opening, a lot more than I thought. For example, this guy is wearing quite a lot of his clothes because, okay, so now he actually has working pants of his very own. Like, no one else will wear this style of trousers. I can't show the camera. So yeah, he actually has a working outfit. I mean, this is the shirt that I bought him from the marketplace. This waistcoat thing actually came with the full set, but I love it on him. Like, nobody would wear that unless they had agency, because, like, especially not a 17-year-old kid. This needs to go. Snip. Yeah. Nobody would wear this stuff, but he does because he's the Grim Reaper, you know? Like, I love it. I love that he has this kind of with his sneakers as well. I love it. I really love it. And I put it on him. I was like, oh, I'll just experiment, because I knew I wanted to use these trousers for him because he wears like slacks anyway, most of the time. But I put this waistcoat on him just to see what it would look like, and he was like, yeah, this is never coming off, this is part of my outfit, thank you. So yeah, that was interesting. There you go. Kaito is more complete now. He still needs his face done. His eye makeup is really bothering me, but it's really annoying because I actually really like the face up in general. I love his lips, and I love his eyebrows, and I love his like bottom lashes and stuff. But like his, yeah, just that blue eyeshadow stuff, the glittery stuff needs to come off, and I have no, I'm not precise enough to do it myself. So yeah, that's the current state of rigor mortis. I'm still waiting on Hayden. I'm coming up to the 5-month mark now for my Doll Family A Max that's going to shell Hayden. So I am thinking about sending just an email to Alice's Collections to ask her to tell me, you know, hey, what's going on with that? I know 5 months is not long, and they're probably super busy because it's coming up for December now, but you know, I kind of want to know anyway. I just want to know if they haven't forgotten me, really. Especially because I put in an order for trousers and a wig for Calvin, who's still bald, bless him. Yeah, I put in an order for that like back in beginning of October, and I've not heard anything. It's now coming up for December. It's 2 months waiting. Which again, it doesn't sound like a lot, but for clothes and stuff, it shouldn't be that bad, right? Don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to do another quick update as well, because silly me, I had an idea the other day. So I love Final Fantasy. I'm a huge nerd. I mean, look at me. I'm wearing a Dragon Ball jacket with a Naruto shirt. So yeah, huge nerd. And one of my things is Final Fantasy. I love it. I think it's a really great series. Obviously, it has its narrative flaws and things, but I just like it. I mean, like, look at me. I collect these beautiful dolls. The beautiful people in Final Fantasy just appeal to me. You know, the anime-esque style appeals to me. Controlling the characters appeals to me. The whole thing is great. Of the Final Fantasies, my favourite is Final Fantasy IX. For the cohesiveness of the story, because all the characters actually interact with one another in terms of their arcs. They all resolve pretty well. Obviously, again, it has its flaws, but it's just really cool. I mean, you've got... Do I need to go on a splurge about Final Fantasy IX right now? No. What I need to say is that I love all the characters in it, mostly because of their story and the kind of macabre undertones of it. But I actually really like the main character, Zidane. First off, I really like how he doesn't actually seem to have a lot to do with the story, a bit like Vaughn in Final Fantasy XII. If you follow any of this, great, but if not, I'll give you a brief overview. So, Final Fantasy XII, there is this trope that goes around to say that the main character, Vaughn, has nothing to do with the story, because Squeenix wanted like a little Twinkie boy to be like the main character. And in a way, Zidane is kind of like that. He's this good-looking character that comes along, and he doesn't really have much else to do other than to bother Garnet, the main woman, and be the romantic love interest for her, as well as being an adventurer. But that's not true. He is a driving force for the story from the get-go. The way he acts promotes the different characters around him to change. I guess he has a flat arc, if you think about it. This is something that I've read in K.M. Weiland's book on character arcs. The flat arc is where a character knows a truth, and that truth helps to change the characters around them and set them on their own positive change arc. So this, I think, is Zidane. He helps Garnet change from the naive princess that she is, into the independent woman that she becomes. Zidane helps Steiner, the night guy, change from being this sort of stuffy, opinionated, prejudiced person into someone more open-minded and actually able to show off his more gallant like traits and things. People become better for knowing Zidane. And that's because of Zidane's like the way he works. He has this philosophy where he helps other people, but he also forgets about himself. And as a younger child who suffered with a massive inferiority complex, that really resonated with me. So yeah, he is my favorite. To seal the deal, he has like a really epic conclusion to his story, which I won't spoiler here. If but genuinely, you should go play the game. It's fantastic. And yeah, Zidane. It's also slightly based off of the Monkey King legend, which is like my favorite legend from Chinese mythology. So anyway, back on actual track, because I tangented like 1,000% there. I'm really sorry. I decided that I wanted to shell Zidane as a doll so that I could have him around because he would inspire me and he could be my friend. So I was looking around for sculpts that kind of matched him, and I found Kroby Doll Lance. And I know Lance is a super sought after sculpt. I have been watching that sculpt for a while. Since I got into the hobby actually, because I was like, oh yeah, he's kind of cute, but never really wanted to pursue him seriously. And then I started looking at that sculpt next to the pictures from Dissidia, and I was like, the similarities are cool, and if it doesn't work, I actually like Lance enough that I could change him into someone else. So I was like, oh, okay. I was also checking out Mystic Kids Mandel, but I wasn't sure about that. Like the eyes were kind of right, or maybe it was the mouth, I can't remember, but there was something about that sculpture that was also kind of Zidane-esque, but he wasn't right. And I kept going back to Kroby Doll Lance, and I was like, oh, I saw one of those on the Facebook marketplace for really, really cheap. I'm gonna see if I can find that one, because he can be a project doll then. I don't mind about like wiping his face up or making marks on him or whatever, because you know, Zidane is this rough and tumble thief character in Final Fantasy IX, so it would be really cool. And I didn't find that cheap one. What I did instead was find one that was in really good nick for like a really high price. But he was also located in France. I'm English, so actually postage wasn't too awful, and he won't take 400,000 years to get here, I don't think. So I bought him. He will be the last purchase this year because I am already suffering super bad for this amazing hobby. Like, I've started selling most of my possessions to pay for this hobby on eBay. Ooh. Yes, including a Midgey Ryu head, which I also bought on a Facebook marketplace. The seller told me he was legit, and I believe her. I totally believe her, but I didn't ask for proof because we had a bit of a language barrier issue. I didn't want to push her because she seemed stressed. Which was totally my fault. So now I don't have any proof of any that he's legit, except for the what's it called, etching in his actual head sculpt, which says Ryu and then MD for Midgedol, which does actually match the etching on my Cynical Eugene head, which has got all of his paperwork and whatnot. So yeah, I do think I'm definitely, I'm like 100% sure that he is legit because I got him off of a place that doesn't allow recasts and stuff anyway. But I think reselling him is going to be a pain. I've currently got him up on eBay and I've got my fingers crossed. I've told everybody the whole story. Like, obviously I'm yeah. So anybody who buys him knows exactly what they're getting him for and whatnot. And you know, I'll provide them screen caps from the conversation that I had with the seller, etc. So that's all I can do at this point. Unless they want me to backtrace, in which case I can contact the seller again, but I don't want to do that unless I absolutely have to. I don't know, I'm digressing again. It's probably because I'm not feeling well. But yeah, just as an FYI, I only do buy legit dolls. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt as well, because why should we be distrustful of people, especially on places like the BJD Facebooks that don't allow recasts, you know? Like, I won't do it. I won't ever buy a recast, not knowingly anyway. Yeah. I've totally forgotten my thread, but yeah, that's basically what's happening right now. me selling everything I own to pay for this guy and my Kirby doll aunts, who hasn't been shipped yet, but the seller said that he'd ship him on the 6th of December. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. I mean, I'm not going to be able to finish Zidane for ages, but, you know, and it's weird. I never thought I'd want to actually shell a character doll, but, you know, whatever. Oh, yeah. Before I go, I just thought I'd share with you this terrible stringing video. So, this is Phoenix. Believe it or not, his arms have been restrung, but I did them way too loose. And then I used the incorrect size string for his body. I thought it was the same, I measured it and everything, and then I did it too short, and I managed to pull the loops through for his legs, but then I couldn't fit the hooks on for his feet, and now I'm just sad because this is Phoenix. Yeah, I have to get my friend to help me. If I pull his legs through and stuff, then I'll be able to, I'll get my friend to just put the hooks on for me whilst I hold the string in place, but that will be, I think, my project for next year. I'm going to get a whole bunch of different strings so that if I mess up as badly as I did with Phoenix, then I can try some different strings. Oh, I'm such a knob. Yeah, anyway. So going forward, I'm just waiting for Hayden to come in and then my Zidane, and then that's it. For now. What I really have to do, and is going to be the main focus, I think, of the beginning of next year, is get Lyle sorted out, because he's got a body now. His head is sorted. I have eyes for him, and I have his jacket. The glasses that I got from BJD Biner didn't work out. They're fine glasses, but they're just not his style. I'll keep them and see if they suit anyone else. But yeah, so that's happening. I want to get him sorted so that I can start doing the story videos, because I'm nearly ready. Everyone else at least has the basics. It's just Lyle that I need to sort out. So yeah, that's it really. I'm super excited. I'm kind of chuffed that my April Story Ravenhead has a body, even if they stole it from a Dolmore Theo full set. Not even just a Dolmore Theo, a Dolmore Theo Song of the Night full set. But whatever. And I now have this random floating head, and I'm not sure what to do with it. I don't know if it's a he or a she. I just don't know. It's going to be super cool and interesting to figure this out. At least if I actually go ahead and decide to sell this head, which I probably won't, because, you know, if I resell, I probably want to resell the full set. Although Kaito has claimed his clothes, so I don't even know how that would work. At least I have all the paperwork for this one. Pity me, I'm new. I still think I'm new because I've only joined since July, August, September, October. I've only been in this hobby for 5 months. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Yeah, wish me luck selling all my crap on eBay, because then I'll have money to, you know, continue to exist. Oh god, insanity. That should be a video as well. Anyway, have a great day. If you've enjoyed this ramble-tastic content, then please click the like button and hit the subscribe button. I update every Wednesday and will continue to do so through this train wreck.